Welcome to Çatalhöyük. Although it is best known for its rich archaeology, Çatalhöyük is important for many reasons and means different things to different people. It is a centre of prehistoric art, a spiritual site, a place to connect with the Mother Goddess, and a source of inspiration for contemporary art. It is a space of education, heritage and tourism, and a place rich in local tradition. For archaeologists, Çatalhöyük is special for its unique preservation of daily life over 9,000 years ago. Çatalhöyük's history as an archaeological site began in 1961, when British archaeologist James Mellart launched a 4-year excavation. He uncovered hundreds of Neolithic buildings and an abundance of wall paintings, reliefs and figurines. You can see reproductions of some of these here in the visitor centre. Mellart's discoveries were widely reported and led to an international public interest that continues today. Excavations were reopened in 1993 by an international team of archaeologists. The goals of this new 25-year project are threefold: to excavate the site, conserve the site and finds for the future, and present Çatalhöyük to the public. But what is Çatalhöyük? What was life like here thousands of years ago? Different people have different answers to this question. Even archaeologists disagree over what the evidence means. Stories of the past also change over time, both as we discover new information and as the world around us changes. The story we tell of Çatalhöyük is what we believe the archaeological evidence tells us today. As you walk around the site, create your own story of what life was like thousands of years ago. Although today the Konya Plain is quite dry, thousands of years ago Çatalhöyük was surrounded by a marsh. While crops such as wheat, barley and lentils, and animals such as sheep and goats seem to have been important, fields were up to 12 kilometers away. Why did people choose to live in this wetland environment? We believe it gave them access to other resources: water, mud for buildings, reeds for matting and roofing, wild plants, water birds and eggs. The main period of settlement began around 9,400 years ago, or 376 generations, and lasted for 1,000 years. During this time, buildings were the focus of life at Çatalhöyük, but the ways in which people used buildings were very different from today. Think of some of the places that make up a modern city: houses, industrial centres, mosques and cemeteries. Now picture all of these places in one building, the home. This is how we believe people lived at Çatalhöyük. Some of the homes contained up to 60 burials beneath the floors. This famous mural depicts vultures picking the flesh off headless corpses. People used to think this was how people at Çatalhöyük treated their dead. We now know from archaeological evidence that this is not the case. What do you think this painting could mean? Çatalhöyük is also famous for its art, including wall paintings, reliefs and figurines. Because of its age and delicacy, this art would not survive if left on site. It is now conserved and displayed at the Museum of Anatolian Civilization in Ankara. There are many ways to interpret the art. We think the art was an integral part of daily life and related to worshipping ancestors and protecting people from danger. We will never come to a single correct meaning of the art. Its purpose was to express things that could not be expressed any other way. This means it meant different things to different people. What does it mean to you? Some have interpreted figurines and murals found at Çatalhöyük as evidence of a matriarchal society centred on a female goddess. However, The archaeological evidence suggests that women and men were treated similarly. They had similar diets and lifestyles and were buried in similar ways. After over 1,000 years of occupation, the settlement shifted to a smaller site to the west. Much later, Roman and Byzantine populations used the mound as a cemetery. Our generation uses the site not only as an important archaeological resource, but also as a place of inspiration, spirituality, and pride. Above all, Çatalhöyük is a valuable place to learn about and share our rich human heritage. We too are becoming a part of Çatalhöyük's history for future generations. Thank you for visiting us. We invite you now to take a guided tour of the site to learn more about this important place.
Çatalhöyük sanatı açısından da çünkü ünlüdür.
Want to do it again. At its maximum. Sorry.
Postallar yolladım, arasına resimler koydum. Kaç Eylül daha geçti, bir cevap alamadım. Ama ben bekliyorum.